What you choose to consume online is something that can directly influence your overall psyche. And even as a creator, I am constantly filtering what information I expose myself to. But just focusing on the negatives of any topic can really do more damage than good. And in this video, I want to do the opposite of that. Today, I want to use my platform to share with you guys 10 channels that I watch on a weekly basis on this website we call YouTube. I only chose these 10 because these are the channels that I watch consistently throughout the week, month, and year. I am subscribed to a plethora of channels and I fully support them all. But if I were to go over each of the 100 plus channels that I'm subscribed to, then this video would be over an hour long. I do want to say this list is in no particular order, and the amount of subscribers each channel has no influence on why I chose them. As you'll see when we begin, there will be a lot of variety in the channel sizes. I will also make sure to disclose my relationship with each of these channels because I think that's important as well. Hopefully some of you guys have come across these channels naturally, but if not, consider taking a look at them on your free time. Before we get too far in this video, I'd like to say thank you to our channel sponsor, Obsidian Tactics. Obsidian Tactics is an online retailer that offers a curated selection of high quality and high value products that have been vetted throughout the 2A community. A lot of these items they offer are well-known brands that you may already be looking to purchase. So go visit Obsidian Tactics for all your 2A needs and wants. The wait is over for the Concrete Cowboy hoodies. You guys have been buying these hoodies up and we're running low on this limited drop. The Save the Tree hoodies are a one-off design, and once they're gone, that's it. So make sure you visit concretecowboy.store so that you can purchase one of these hoodies before they sell out. All right, back to the video. The first channel we're going to spotlight is Operators Anonymous. I came to this channel to learn and hear about everything carbine. For those that have been following my shooting journey for a while now, I used to be hyper focused on pistol shooting. It wasn't until recently that I decided to really dive into carbine training. And now I favor carbine stuff over pistol stuff. So in my pursuit to learn more about gas guns, specifically the Roscoe barrels, I came across this channel. Operators Anonymous does a great job with diving deep into the rifle operating systems, as well as demonstrating set systems with practical live fire. He's done rifle builds, barrel testings, as well as match footage compilations. And that's very important for me personally. Shooting on a flat range is one thing, but you're really tested once you start competing. One of my favorite things to watch on this channel is his medium to long range content. He makes shooting at distance look so flawless, and he records his hits live. And this makes his tips videos that much more valuable. Being able to see someone's performance can really help you determine if they're a good resource of knowledge. Like I mentioned before, he has covered everything under the sun when it comes to carbines, and I find his way of articulating his findings to be straightforward with zero punches pulled. So if you're looking for a place to learn more about long guns, gas guns specifically, definitely check out Operators Anonymous. The next channel I want to talk about is Jimmy B. Rodriguez. I've been following Jimmy for quite some time now. What really drew me to his channel is how personable he can be with his audience. He provides a wealth of knowledge through his own personal experiences, but the way he presents this content makes it feel like he's talking to a friend. I originally followed his channel for the in-depth gear reviews, but I stayed for the person. Jimmy has posted a few videos that really showcase his vulnerability, and I have mad respect for that. As creators, people tend to look at us as items. We are demanded to pump out content on a schedule, and for some, our personal lives don't matter. But seeing another creator that will openly open up and express his struggles or rough times really made me feel like I'm not alone. Right before I started this channel, I had lost my grandma and my uncle in the same week, and I refrained from posting about this on the channel because I felt like that would show some kind of weakness. I've definitely matured emotionally since then, and it's something that doesn't make me feel weak while sharing. But tucking that kind of stuff away doesn't only do you guys a disservice, but I found that I'm also doing myself a disservice. So Jimmy has been a positive influence in this creator space, and if you're looking to see a good guy shoot well as talk about real life, then I couldn't recommend a better channel. Next, we have Nightwood Guns. If you're looking for handgun reviews, then this is the place to be. When I'm looking to buy a new handgun, which seems to be very rare nowadays, I want to know everything about the gun. Not only do I want to know the specs, but I want to know how well it's machined, how well the parts work together, how it feels in my hands, and how the recoil impulse will affect my personal shooting ability. And Brett does an amazing job illustrating all of those previous points mentioned. Again, I really respect someone that not only reviews guns with the utmost detail, but can run the gun as well. He also does these live streams where you can ask him anything gun or life related. And when I say live stream, I'm not talking about he's hopping on for 30 minutes to an hour. I'm talking 3 to 5 hours of him interacting with you and the rest of the people in the stream. I kid you not, I started watching one of his streams when I was prepping for a match. I drove to the match, shot it, grabbed some food, drove home, and this man was still on. His live streams are one of my favorite things to watch when I need something to listen to when I'm working. He tells it as it is, and this has resulted in some companies being a little intimidated to work with him. And that's how it should be. Now, I do want to disclose that I recently reached out to him to hop on a Zoom call. I'm new to this whole YouTube thing, and I wanted to get some advice from someone that has been doing it a bit longer than I have. And I think that right there is a testament to who Brett is. Some stranger reaches out to him wanting advice, and he was kind enough to sacrifice his time just to give some friendly tips. So if you're a huge handgun person and want a place to watch more in-depth reviews on said platform, check out Nightwood Guns. Alright, now we're moving over to Barrel and Hatchet. This channel stands out to me due to Eric's pursuit of wanting to make every man better, not just physically or skillfully, but with their faith as well. I truly believe that a strong man isn't determined by his physical prowess alone, but by how mentally and spiritually sound he is. I have been getting deeper into my faith over these last 8 months, and seeing Eric post scripture readings on his channel has really opened up my eyes to the main goal, and that's bringing more brothers and sisters to Christ. This has been a direct influence to why I started leaving scripture at the end of my recent videos. I love what the Barrel and Hatchet community stands for spiritually, and I also love what they're doing in the gun world. The conceptual content that they put out is very thought-provoking. They tackle topics that are sometimes hard to swallow for prepared citizens, and most importantly, they are training. I believe they just dropped a pistol review where they ran over 4,000 rounds through the platform. If that isn't thorough, then I don't know what is. I look forward to seeing where that channel goes because I think they provide a lot of value in the military and civilian space. Next, we have my boy, Darius Kincaid. I first found Darius on YouTube when I only had a few thousand subscribers. Now we have become friends, and I mainly attribute that to his personality. If you don't like getting your feelings hurt, then this isn't a channel for you. I don't think there isn't something Darius won't say if it needs to be said. And to add on to that, I agree with a lot of his takes, but I don't want to only highlight his ability to keep it real. He also has some awesome tabletop reviews that are very thought-provoking. And he also does something that I need to do better at, which is trying different platforms. I don't even know if I could guess how many guns he has, but he isn't afraid to try something new. And this gives him a more well-rounded perspective on newer products and guns. His calm demeanor as well as his relatability really makes it easy to watch a few of his videos in one sitting. And I really enjoy his presentation on various topics. So yeah, check out Darius if you enjoy that tabletop style of content. Achilles Heel Tactical was one of the first channels I ever followed, and I think that was because they were way ahead of the curve when it came to producing online training content. They were, and still are, pumping out amazing training videos that attack important topics in the training world. Grip, stance, vision, they cover it all. And it's free. Now, if you want to get the most out of what they have to offer, I recommend you sign up for one of their classes. That way you can have an instructor give you corrections in real time. And that is the most important part. Rick has been training cops, civilians, and military personnel for years now, and watching their videos gave me a solid foundation to build off of. If you want to take your training seriously and don't know where to start, I highly recommend you check out their channel. So this next channel is heavily civilian focused, which I think is great because not a lot of channels directly talk to us regular civilians. And as their name implies, they tackle numerous amounts of topics that can make you a dirty civilian. Dirty Civilian has structured their channel very similarly to how I wanted to structure mine. I wanted to use my cinematography background to convey every message on my channel. And they do that, but at a higher level. These guys have been killing it with putting out information in a visually stimulating way, to the point where topics that aren't as high paced as shooting still leave you with a feeling of contentment. And their quest to educating as many citizens as possible is admirable. They also do a great job with having other voices on the channel. And this is important because you will see important and useful dialogue sprout that you wouldn't see otherwise. I don't really have to hype these guys up because most people that find them see the value they provide and stick around. So do yourself a favor and just check out their channel when you get a chance. Now, we all love gear, and this channel is doing something I personally haven't seen done before. Tactical Newbie takes name brand products and compares them to their knockoff counterparts. And I know what you're probably going to say. A ton of people do this, but I'm being honest when I say this. I have never seen it being done at this volume. Tactical Newbie is always finding the latest and greatest gear and their knockoffs and posts these very thorough comparisons. Companies like Spiritus, Faro Concepts all make multiple appearances on this channel, and sometimes the results are quite fascinating. I know we all want to support the American economy, but your budget is your budget, and it doesn't just change overnight. In the pursuit to increasing your budget or to more economic freedom, you have to be mindful on how you spend your money. And for me, I can only spend a certain amount a month towards this channel. And sometimes if I find a knockoff that doesn't hinder my performance, safety, or efficiency, that also sits in a price range that allows me to continue paying my bills, then that becomes a valuable option. For example, I wanted to have a backpack that I could use for the Riverbend running gun. Haley Strategic offers an expandable flat pack for around that $170 price range. When I decided to do more research on the pack before buying, I came across one of Tactical Newbie's videos. And in this video, he was comparing the Haley Strategic flat pack to the TREX knockoff flat pack. Long story short, I realized there wasn't a big enough difference that justified me in paying the $170 price tag over the TREX $50 price tag. I know that may make some people angry, but I don't want to spend money just to spend it. There has to be a valid reason. And after this experience, I have found myself revisiting this channel over and over to compare products. So if comparison videos interest you, I highly recommend Tactical Newbie as a resource. This next channel has honestly been a breath of fresh air. Grace Laster is a USPSA shooter that has been filming her shooting journey here on YouTube. Something we don't have a lot of in the GunTuber space is vlogs, and Grace does that fairly well. Her go-get-em attitude has inspired me sometimes to just get up and go shoot, and her videos are simple and wholesome. She doesn't do any heavy editing, and honestly, it's not needed. Again, it's just nice to see people out there chasing their goals, and I really like the vibe Grace is putting out into the shooting community. The last channel has more to do with the company than their YouTube presence, and that is TREX Arms. A lot of us know who TREX Arms is, but if you don't, they're a holster manufacturing company that has drastically broadened their product line. But I don't want to go too deep into their products. I want to focus on their channel. Lucas, no matter your opinion on him, has been providing the two-way market with sound information for years, exploring topics like the necessity of magnifiers, the integrity of two-way companies, and showcasing qualifications and drills has been invaluable over the years. I personally love the brand and the way they approach bringing products into the market. Everything they do has a purpose, and they aren't afraid for calling companies and brands out if they see them exploiting the public. I run a variety of their products, including the Ragnarok, chest rig, chem holders, and so on and so forth. They are always looking to grow and to be honest. So if you're looking to see some insight on business as well as really cool product testing and performance testing, make sure to check out the TREX Arms channel. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I wanted to do something different than what I usually put out, and I feel like it's only fair that I share my platform with others whether they need it or not. We are all in this together, and YouTube is a pretty hard thing to do consistently, but don't let that scare you. You can do this too. All you have to do is be true to yourself and put in the work. I can't tell you how many times I didn't want to work on a video, but God has kept me healthy and alive, and it's only fair that I use this time that I have to work hard and to honor his blessings. If there are some GunTubers you recommend I watch, please leave them down below. I follow a lot of channels, but I would love to check out some more. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. As always, I'll catch you guys in the next one.